Hello dear royal fans, welcome back to the channel. Today we're zooming in on the undisputed star of Trooping the Color 2025, the one and only Prince Louis. On June 14, 2025, the 7-year-old prince brought his signature charm and cheeky antics to King Charles III official birthday parade, stealing the spotlight with his hilarious and heartwarming moments, from mimicking his grandfather's wave to making his siblings giggle. Louis was peak Louis, and we're here to break down all the details of his adorable shenanigans. Let's dive in. Trooping the Color 2025 was a grand affair with over 1,400 soldiers, 200 horses, and 400 musicians, celebrating King Charles's official birthday. But let's be honest, Prince Louis, the youngest son of Prince William and Princess Kate, was the real MVP, according to Hola.com and Daily Mail Online. Louis was a burst of energy from the moment he hopped into the Ascot Landau carriage with his mom Princess Kate and siblings Prince George and Princess Charlotte, dressed in a sharp navy suit with a red tie matching his brother George. Louis flashed his new gap-toothed smile, showing off those missing baby teeth, and had royal fans swooning. Here's where the fun began. In the carriage, Louis was his usual spirited self, waving enthusiastically to the crowds lining the mall. Hola.com reports that he shared knowing looks and whispers with his big brother George, who couldn't help but crack a smile at Louis's antics. At one point, Louis dramatically leaned back in his seat, feigning exasperation, and then mimicked George covering his face, sending his older brother into giggles. Captured this moment, noting that George, the more composed future king, tried to gently calm Louis down with a hand on his arm, but Louis was having none of it, keeping the energy high with his playful gestures. The real showstopper came on the Buckingham Palace balcony during the RAF fly past, featuring the Red Arrows and other aircraft. Highlight that Louis took a cue from his grandfather King Charles by copying his iconic royal wave with extra enthusiasm. He waved so vigorously that George had to give him a gentle tap to remind him to chill out when the rest of the family stopped waving. Adds that Louis tried different variations of his famous window wiper wave, ensuring he kept his siblings entertained throughout the appearance. And when the national anthem played, reports that Princess Kate had to give Louis a firm but simple instruction to stand to attention, showing he was still testing the boundaries of royal protocol. Show visuals of Louis with the Duchess of Edinburgh. Louis' charm wasn't just limited to the balcony during the parade. At Horse Guards parade, he sat next to George and opposite Princess Charlotte and their mom in the carriage, but he also had a sweet moment with the Duchess of Edinburgh. Sophie Express.myco.uk notes that Sophie was seen explaining the intricacies of the ceremony to Louis, who listened intently while subtly playing with the blind cords in the Duke of Wellington's office, where they watched the parade. This mix of curiosity and mischief is classic Louis, and it had royal fans buzzing on social media. Highlight past antics for context. Now Louis is no stranger to stealing the show. Vogue.com and Instaloo.com remind us of his iconic moments from previous years, like dancing to Highland Laddie in 2024, holding his nose at the smell of horse manure in 2023, and covering his ears during the noisy fly past for Queen Elizabeth II Platinum Jubilee in 2022. Glamour.com even dubbed him the king of the Buckingham Palace balcony for his meme-worthy faces at the 2023 event this year, though the Telegraph notes that Louis was on his best behavior compared to past antics, with his enthusiastic waving being the main trace of his usual mischief. But don't worry, he still brought plenty of personality to keep everyone entertained. Okay, let's talk about it. How iconic is Prince Louis, from copying King Charles's wave to making George laugh in the carriage? This kid is a royal treasure. Hola.com calls him one of the most charismatic members of the royal family, and I have to agree. What was your favorite Louis moment from Trooping the Color 2025, and do you think he's ready to take the crown for the cheekiest royal? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'm dying to hear what you all think. Also, should we start calling him the Wave King? Let me know. Despite his playful antics, Louis also showed a more serious side, joining his siblings and the Duchess of Edinburgh in observing a minute of silence for the 241 victims of an Air India plane crash As noted, it's a reminder that beneath the mischief Louis is growing up and learning the ropes of royal duty, alongside his siblings. People.com also points out that his big smile in the carriage revealed his new adult teeth, adding an extra layer of charm to his already unforgettable performance. That's the full scoop on Prince Louis's adorable antics at Trooping the Color, 2025.